Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Joining us today live on set, a special guest.
Hey everyone, Mark with Miss Pickles Gaming. In today's video, I want to cover the Radahn boss fight, so let's get right into it. We're going to start at the impassable Great Bridge just outside of the Red Maiden Castle. We'll take the transporter in, much easier.
Trust us, we invented electricity.
What does that have to do with anything?
Once inside, we're just going to head up this way and into the chamber outside the Plaza Site of Grace. Now we're going to go find Jared, who is running this show. He's up here to the left.
Champions, welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits.
Are you good and prepared, young chum?
The festival begins.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry.
Oh, gathering of the celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
You will find the field of battle past the church. General Radahn is there, even now, divested of his wits.
I'm just going to head down this way, take the lift down, and to the transporter. That'll lead us right to Radahn. Now, if you're planning on soloing Radahn, which is what we're going to attempt to do in today's video, then I have really found it a lot easier to use Torrent in this. If this is your first time trying to beat Radahn, little suggestion, you might want to summon a few players at the summoning pool right here, or go in by yourself and summon all the NPCs that can help you fight. They're wherever the white lights are coming out of the ground, you can stand next to it and they'll be summoned to help you fight Radahn. But like I said, we're going to try and solo him ourselves with the help of Torrent to keep away from his arrows. Do all your buffing out here. Even though it takes a while to get to Radahn, you won't have time to buff when you're meeting him face to face. As for my weapons, I'll be carrying dual Scavenger's Curve swords. I really like these things. Head on in. Get on Torrent and start running this way. As long as we are running across where he's shooting the arrows, and we have to push Torrent. If Torrent slows down, we are most likely going to be hit by the arrows. You'll see what I mean right here. So get back on Torrent and keep an eye on Radahn to your left. Every time he shoots, head in a little closer. If you see him drawing the bow, run at a 90-degree angle. Just keep working your way closer and closer to him. This is actually the hardest part to me, is getting close enough to actually beat him. Once we get here, we're going to hop off Torrent and get underneath him. To me, that's the safest place to be. And the fight is over. We didn't allow him to get to phase 2. Now, in no way am I saying this is the way you should play against him or try to beat him. A lot of my friends use sorcery, some use strength and dexterity builds. All of them work well on Radahn. This is just one method. I like the curved swords, the daggers, the fast hitting swords where you can repeat your hits over and over again and pretty much devastate them. You'll see in the next part of this video what I'm talking about. We're going to do it with the Raduvia daggers. Let's get back to the cutscene here. Now we're going to have a quick conversation with Lod to move his quest line along.
Sick way to fight, eh, mate? The glory of the class is shared. By Radahn, and then a falling star, right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend, if ever I saw one. Well, it's time I left. The wheel of fate has been set into motion. If it's on the cards, I'd be glad to meet again. You are a fine warrior.
If you are working on the Alexander quest line, he is down here picking up his broken pieces. You would need to go and exhaust his dialogue to move him along.
Being number 1 isn't easy. Well, okay, it is.
Now I'm going to show you how to beat him with Raduvia daggers, a pair of them. And I'm going to show you how not to make the mistakes that I made here. Do not get off Torrent early, thinking that you can now run up to him. Torrent is a huge help, and you won't get your butt kicked like I'm going to here. It's a long ways to go to Radahn with nothing helping you. Stay out of the way. Now you can roll into those arrows and roll sideways and avoid them. So it's not as bad as I'm making it look. I'm just playing poorly. But once we're here, get underneath him and let the fast action of the daggers do their work. Again, we take him down before phase 2 begins. And lastly, we're back to the scavenger swords and a much better run through with Torrent. If you don't know what those bubbles are, they are the perfume bottles aromatics. They are awesome. Allows you one major hit virtually free of charge. So here you see me advancing on Radahn when he's not shooting and running at a 90-degree angle when he is. Get underneath him. That's one of the NPCs you can summon, Alexander, if you wanted to. Now in this fight, I didn't do enough damage early, so we're going to have to move into phase 2. What you want to do is get on top of the hill here, it's pretty safe, and wait for him to come crashing down. There he is. Phase 2, he will use gravity weapons and spells, so just let you know that he ups his battle just a little bit. Just get underneath him and hit him as many times as you can. After defeating him, we'll get our new Site of Grace here, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
He did it. He really did it. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please consider liking and subscribing. Man, I really don't like this shameless self-promotion you make me do at the end. I quit. Find someone else to do your dirty work.
Guys, I gotta tell you, that last take was even better than the first.
Miss Pickles Gaming.
Subscribe now. School's out.